Welcome to Story World with Daniel, a place where the shadows whisper, and the stories are never just stories. Every week, I bring you tales that will make you question what's real and what should have stayed hidden. From haunted encounters to chilling fiction and twisted legends, once you enter this world, there's no turning back. So if you're not afraid of the dark, subscribe and come closer. I was 19 when I decided to take a long road trip by myself across the southern states. I had just saved up enough money to buy a used car, and I wanted to see the country. For the first few nights, I slept in the back seat at rest stops and small campgrounds. But on the fourth night, I was too tired to drive any farther. My eyes burned, my head pounded, and I knew I needed a real bed. When I saw the neon glow of a sign reading, Silver Star Motel, I pulled in without thinking twice. The front office smelled of smoke and dust. A crooked, smiling man with thin gray hair and glasses stepped out from a back room. His name tag read, Mr. Cooper. When he asked if I was traveling alone and I said yes, his smile seemed to stretch wider. He handed me a key for room 7 and told me, "Don't mind the noise. Old pipes, you know." I hadn't heard a sound, but I nodded and went on my way. Room 7 looked normal at first. Faded bedspread, cracked bathroom tiles, a humming air conditioner. I set down my bag and sat on the bed, but I soon noticed something strange. On the wall near the dresser, the wallpaper bulged slightly, like the wall wasn't flat. When I pressed my hand against it, it gave way a little, as though there was space behind it. I told myself it was just bad construction and turned on the TV. But the screen showed only static, with faint voices buried inside the noise. That night I was half asleep when a scratching sound woke me. It came from the wall with the bulge. The scratches grew louder until suddenly a small hole appeared. From the darkness inside, an eye was staring back at me. It didn't blink. It didn't move. It just watched. My chest tightened and I stumbled backward, knocking over a chair. My bag and keys were on the dresser, too close to the hole, but when I bent down to grab them, I noticed something scratched into the floorboards. "Leave before he comes back." Panic surged through me. I rushed to the door, but the handle was jammed, as if locked from the outside. The TV switched itself on again, static roaring, and inside the noise I heard faint whispers. The whispers copied my own shaky breathing. Whoever was behind that wall knew I was trapped. I pressed my ear to the wallpaper, and after a long silence, a slow humming began. It wasn't a song I recognized, but it stretched on, too long, too heavy. Then another voice joined in, higher, desperate, like a woman begging for help, but broken, backward, twisted. My heart stopped when the whisper hissed my name. I had never told anyone there my name. Suddenly there was a soft click, like a latch. The bulging section of wallpaper swung open to reveal a narrow, dark passage. Cold air drifted out, smelling of rust and damp earth. I saw marks on the floor as if something had been dragged through. I wanted to run, but the door rattled violently as if someone was trying to get in. My only choice was to step into the passage. It was cramped and reeked of mold. I crawled on my hands and knees, the wood rough under my skin. My palms brushed scratches carved into the wall, desperate claw marks. Then I realized I wasn't the only one breathing down there. Slow, steady breaths came from ahead of me. As my eyes adjusted, I saw a pale outline crouched in the darkness. Its arms were too long, its back bent unnaturally. A deep, rasping voice whispered, "You're not supposed to be here." Two faintly glowing eyes opened in its face. The crawl space behind me had closed, trapping me inside with it. The figure dropped low on all fours and began to crawl toward me, its nails scraping the wood. I scrambled forward, the whispers multiplying into a chorus of voices, chanting words I didn't understand. My bag snagged on a nail and I had to rip it free. The glowing eyes grew closer, the figure hissing as it moved faster. At last, the crawl space opened into a larger chamber beneath the motel. I collapsed inside, gasping for breath. But what I saw froze me still. A single bulb swung overhead, casting weak yellow light. The walls were covered in dozens of photographs taped up in messy rows. Each picture showed motel guests, men, women, even children, caught in private moments, sleeping, brushing their teeth, or staring directly into the camera in terror. The pictures had all been taken from inside the walls, through peepholes like the one in my room. Belongings lay scattered across the floor, shoes, purses, wallets, even a child's backpack. In the corner stood a chair bolted to the floor, leather straps hanging from the arms. And in that chair sat a shape. At first, I thought it was a mannequin, but its chest rose and fell slowly. When it lifted its head, I saw its face was hidden beneath a stitched leather mask, rough and uneven, with holes cut for the eyes and mouth. It moaned, low and broken, not human at all. Behind me, the creature from the crawl space scraped closer, its long arms pulling it forward. Desperate, I stumbled toward a rusty metal door on the far side of the chamber. My hand slipped on the handle until finally it gave way. Cold night air hit me as I fell out into the gravel behind the motel. Without looking back, I ran to my car, fumbling with my keys until the engine roared to life. Gravel sprayed as I sped away. In the rearview mirror, I saw Mr. Cooper standing under the neon sign, staring after me. This time, he wasn't smiling.